All right, man. This is your 185. I think 185 snatch, which is actually a pretty good lift for the most part. There's only a couple of things that I see that I want you to correct and work on, and I didn't really know how to explain it until I got into a slow mo, or at least into coach's eye here, so I could move a little slower through it. But I knew there was something weird you were doing at your start. Um, we're gonna call. Let's see here. Move forward here. This is your starting position right there. So that looks pretty good to me. I don't think I'd really change much. I like that your hips are down, your knees are pushed forward, your shoulders are still over the bar. You're using your legs to get it off the ground, and this is your launch position right about here. Looks pretty good. You can tell you're not on your toes. You know your back is flat, your chest is out. Still over top of the bar. Looks like your hamstrings are pretty loaded there. This is your down position. Okay, look how close you have the bar. I like that. Barbell goes pretty good. That bar path, I mean, that's pretty close to your body. Where you're finishing there is, your hips are open. So this all looks really good. Your overhead position, to me, and most of your um, most of your snatches that I saw, you looked a little wobbly overhead, so I think you could benefit from stuff like some snatch grip push press like we did, or some snatch balances, or even just some overhead squatting to kind of build this strength in this area up, because you looked a little wobbly. I'm not sure what your best overhead squat is, but to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of overhead squats for Olympic lifting. I don't think there's a whole lot of transfer. For somebody like you, you're a little bit more advanced than most people, and you obviously have the positions down. The reason for that being is in the snatch, you don't really ride the squat down like you do in an overhead squat. You just get underneath it and catch it, so I like the snatch balance better. Anyway, I think you could benefit from gaining a little bit of weight too, especially in your upper body. That would probably help you. You and me both, man. That's something I always worked on. Okay, so let's go back to the biggest error that I see, and this is going to be looks like a minor detail, but I think it's the cause of, or it can be the cause of, a huge cascade of problems for you if you don't fix it. Watch the barbell here. This is right before you're going to lift. Watch the first movement of the barbell. So from here, your starting position, to here. It goes out away from your body. So watch this again. Whoop. The first movement of the barbell cannot be away from your body. It needs to be back in towards your body. Otherwise, it's going to start pulling you forward on your toes as it gets heavier, and it causes you to miss forward and kick the bar out and pull early and all those kinds of things. So that is your biggest issue right now. And like I said, it's not a huge deal, but as the bar gets heavier, those things become more exaggerated, and we saw it here. You made this one. This was a really good effort. It was a good attempt. But I think when we went to 190, we had problems with you just not getting in the right position and then pulling way too soon. So that was, I think, due to this little kind of hitch that you have, where it just, for some reason, it pushes out away from you first. So maybe take a split second longer to get started, or to get set up in your starting position there. When you drop your butt down, you do this little diving start, which is fine. I like that. I do the same thing. But make sure that you're getting set, and then that first movement has to be a shift back. Has to be a shift back. The weight has to shift back on your heels more. So those knees have to pull back that way. And that'll bring the bar with you a little bit. Okay. So anyway, work on that stuff. Watch that a little bit, and hopefully we'll see you down here soon. We can work on it later, man.